Have you ever wondered how those tiny, sweet, wrinkly raisins get from the vine to your trail mix? It's a fascinating journey that transforms a plump, juicy grape into the delicious dried fruit we all know and love. Today, we're going deep into the world of raisin making, from the sun-drenched vineyards to the box in your pantry. Let's get started! It all begins in the vineyard, with very specific types of grapes. Not just any grape can become a raisin. The most common variety is the Thompson's. These grapes are chosen for their thin skin, high sugar content, and lack of seeds, which makes them perfect for drying. The journey starts when these grapes reach their peak ripeness, bursting with natural sugars. Timing is everything. Farmers monitor the sugar levels closely, waiting for that perfect moment to begin the harvest. Once the grapes are perfectly ripe, the harvesting process begins. There are two main methods. The first is hand harvesting, where workers carefully cut the grape bunches from the vine. This is labor-intensive but allows for selective picking, ensuring only the best bunches are chosen. The second method, which is becoming more common, is mechanical harvesting. Large machines drive down the vineyard rows, shaking the vines to release the grapes onto a conveyor belt. It's faster and more efficient, especially for large-scale operations. Now, here's where the real magic happens. The drying process. This is the most critical step in creating a raisin. The most traditional and widely used method is sun-drying. After harvesting, the grape bunches are laid out on paper trays or directly on the ground between the vineyard rows. They are left to bask in the warm, dry sun for about 2 to 4 weeks. During this time, the sun's heat evaporates the water inside the grapes, causing them to shrink, wrinkle, and concentrate their sugars. This natural process is what gives raisins their characteristic dark color and intense sweetness. The grapes are turned periodically to ensure they dry evenly. It's a beautiful sight to see fields covered in drying grapes soaking up the sunshine. However, sun-drying isn't the only way. There's another method called dried on the vine, or DOV. In this technique, the farmers don't cut the grapes off the vine. Instead, they cut the main cane of the vine that feeds water to the grape clusters. This stops the flow of water, and the grapes begin to dry right there on the vine, hanging in the air. This method takes a bit longer, but it can protect the grapes from direct contact with the soil and potential contaminant. After about 3 to 5 weeks, once the grapes have turned into raisins, mechanical harvesters come through to collect them. There's also a much faster method called dehydration. This involves placing the grapes in large dehydrators or tunnels where they are exposed to a continuous flow of hot air. This can dry the grapes in as little as 24 hours. This method offers more control over the drying process and isn't dependent on the weather. Raisins made this way, often called golden raisins, are usually treated with sulfur dioxide before drying. This treatment preserves their light, golden color and prevents them from turning dark like their sun-dried cousins. The sulfur dioxide also helps to retain more of the nutrients and flavor of the fresh grape. So, once the grapes have officially transformed into raisins, what happens next? They aren't ready for your breakfast cereal just yet. First, they are collected from the fields or dehydrators and transported to a processing plant. Here, they go through a rigorous cleaning and sorting process. The raisins are shaken to remove any remaining stems, leaves, or other field debris. They are then washed thoroughly to ensure they are clean and safe to eat. After washing, the raisins travel along a series of conveyor belts and sorting machines. Stems are one of the biggest things to remove. Cap stems, the tiny little stems that attach each grape to the bunch, can be particularly stubborn. Specialized machines, sometimes called cap stemmers, are used to gently knock these off without damaging the raisin. Advanced optical sorters also play a huge role. These awesome machines zap out imperfect raisins using cameras and air. So clever, right? They can even detect and remove any foreign material that might have made its way into the batch. This ensures that only the highest quality raisins make it to the next stage. Once sorted and cleaned, the raisins still need a bit more attention. They are often rehydrated to a specific moisture level. This might sound counterintuitive since we just spent all this time drying them, but it's a crucial step. Controlling the moisture content makes the raisins plumper, softer, and more enjoyable to eat. It also helps to standardize the product, so every box of raisins you buy has a consistent texture. Finally, the raisins are ready for packaging. Automated machines weigh the raisins and fill them into boxers, bags, or canisters of all shapes and sizes. The packaging is designed to keep the raisins fresh and protect them from moisture and pests during their journey to the grocery store and eventually to your home. From the moment they are packaged, they are ready to be shipped out to be enjoyed in countless recipes. From oatmeal raisin cookies and cinnamon rolls to savory dishes and, of course, straight out of the box as a healthy snack. So, to recap the amazing journey, it starts with carefully selected grapes harvested at peak ripeness. They are then dried, either by the sun, on the vine, or in dehydrators, which concentrates their sweetness and flavor. After drying, they are thoroughly cleaned, sorted, and processed to ensure quality and consistency. Finally, they are packaged and sent on their way for us to enjoy. It's a process that combines agricultural tradition with modern technology, all to create that simple, sweet, and satisfying little fruit. The next time you pop a raisin in your mouth, you'll have a whole new appreciation for the incredible journey it took to get there. From a plump grape on a sunny vine to the wrinkly little gem in your hand, it's a true transformation. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of raisin making. If you found this interesting, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating food stories. Let us know in the comments what food you want us to explore next. See you in the next video!